Hola, bona tarda a tothom. Tornem a estar aquí als del Barcelona Bluegrass Camp, una altra ocasió per presentar-vos un altre dels workshops que farem, però tot això ja us explicarem d'aquí un moment. Esperem que us acabeu de connectar i, mentrestant, uns minuts de publicitat, que serà una mica repetitiu, però bueno, és la que tenim. La publicitat, bàsicament, és... som al Festival al Ras, que tenim muntada una organització que, a part de muntar el Festival al Ras, ja famós en el món sencer, com tots de vosaltres coneixereu, que ja venim per la 20a edició, tocarà la següent, ja potser és la 20 o la 19, no sé, por ahí. Doncs, a part d'això, muntem el Barcelona Bluegrass Camp, que és normalment un dia de workshops, de cursos d'instruments típics d'aquest tipus de música, però que aquest any, òbviament, ho hem de fer online i haurà de ser una mica reduït. Recordar-vos la iniciativa de Teaming, si us voleu ajudar a continuar muntant aquest tipus de històries sobre el Bluegrass, aquest festival i aquest campus. Seria una iniciativa que seria fer una donació d'1 euro mensual, si us voleu apuntar. I ara us volem anunciar en primícia que tenim un nou sponsor pel nostre festival. Es tracta de VS Audio Systems, que és una empresa de Tenerife, que fa micròfons, uns micròfons fantàstics per instruments, i tenim l'honor que ens han cedit un parell d'aquests micròfons, el model aquest, l'UBS 411 PP, que és una mica més petit, més reduït en espai, i l'UBS 3Cap, que té una mica, és més gran, però potser té una mica més gran sensibilitat. Són uns micròfons professionals per instrument, amb connector XLR, em sembla que és, i que tenim la sort de disposar-ne dos, que afegirem a la nostra famosa rifa del Barcelona Bluegrass Camp, que la teniu aquí. Podeu comprar tiquets a través de PayPal a 5 euros cada tiquet, i el diumenge, dia 7 de març, farem el sorteig i tindrem 3 premis. El primer premi seria una subscripció durant un any a Artist Works, que actualment està valorat, és un premi que està valorat en $199, perquè està en oferta, però si no serien 280. Seria aquest un dels premis possibles, i tenim ara, com a novetat, doncs, el segon premi i el tercer premi seran aquests dos micròfons de VS Audio Systems, aquesta empresa amiga que ve a donar suport al nostre festival i a la nostra iniciativa. Si algú vol comprar un tiquet, ho podeu fer per PayPal, i si teniu algun problema ens envieu un mail o ens contacteu per Facebook i ja veurem alguna manera de, si voleu participar en aquesta rifa. I jo ara ja m'acomiado perquè el Jorge faci la presentació del nostre profesor de guitarra. Endavant, Jorge.
Bueno, pues este año tenemos nada más y nada menos al señor Chris Luquette. Chris Luquette es un fantástico guitarrista americano, si no me equivoco es de Seattle. Bueno, yo lo conocí hace 2 o 3 años, me parece, cuando estuvo aquí tocando con Luis Gómez y sus compinches. Es un guitarrista joven, pero que tiene un repertorio amplio, un rango amplio de estilos. Toca bluegrass, pero toca jazz, toca rock, y además es multiinstrumentista, toca una barbaridad de instrumentos. Pero lo más grande es que para la edad que tiene, que si no me imagino, tiene 20 y pico ahora. How old are you, Chris? 20 something?
We cannot hear.
No.
Tenemos problemas. Bueno, es igual. Para la edad que tiene, ha tocado con una cantidad de gente y de nombres impresionantes, como por ejemplo Jerry Douglas, Emmylou Harris, Brian Sutton y nombres de esta categoría. O sea que ya os podéis imaginar. Tiene un premio de la IBMA, la International Bluegrass Music Association, al mejor performer en 2013. Y este señor, con todo este historial, es el que nos va a dar el workshop online este año. Además, otro punto que se me olvidaba, temática, si no recuerdo mal, dijo que haría una basado en Tony Rice, nada más, nada menos, que por desgracia se nos fue hace poco. Tony Rice. Pero bueno, servirá como pequeño homenaje nuestro y, bueno, de Chris Luquette a través nuestro a este señor. Y ahora ya os dejo con Chris o con Luis.
Bueno, I think Chris.
Oh, okay, it's my turn. Sorry, my Espanol is getting worse in the pandemic. How is that possible? Well, thank you, everybody, at Alvaraz Festival. You have a wonderful thing going, and I'm so excited that you are doing these online workshops now. This is so fun. Oh, my gosh. And in case anybody's wondering, Luis and I did a Chick Corea tribute back in 2016, which is on YouTube, that I think he'll remember fondly, as will I. And we had a lot of fun playing Spain, and of course Chick Corea passed away a couple weeks ago, and so there was our tribute, not pre-planned. We just thought we'd do that, and it's online. We're coming together for a workshop on Saturday, March 6th, Saturday, March 6th. And I'm so excited to be a part of this series. We thought that we would kind of feature the music of Tony Rice, the great guitar player who we lost tragically last Christmas, on Christmas Day. He passed away. And it's hard to really state how important Tony Rice's music is. It goes beyond bluegrass and acoustic and influences so many musicians. One of the finest singers and performers and guitar players to ever play the acoustic guitar, and really did a lot of things. I think people realized what a great singer he was, what a great guitar player he was. He brought so much material that not a lot of bluegrass musicians had explored yet. He brought it to bluegrass and to acoustic music, and that was so important. The obvious connection to Gordon Lightfoot, but so many more. Some really great James Taylor pieces, and things like that. Just really important figure in this type of music. So I figured on the workshop day on Saturday, March 6th, I thought we would cover as much ground and terrain of his playing as we could. I've internalized some of his ideas. I don't think you can find a bluegrass musician anywhere in the United States or Spain or anywhere that has not been influenced by Tony, and especially the guitar players, of course. He took the best of early bluegrass rhythm stylings, early bluegrass lead stylings, and evolved them into a modern styling that is just so accessible. It hits the ears and it hits the brain just so strongly. It's just unbelievable what he was able to do. Today, I wanted to give, if you're tuning in today for this little teaser announcement video, I thought I would give you one great thing to work on between now and then, because I want to build on this topic going forward. But of course, as great of a lead guitar player he was, rhythmically speaking, probably one of the best. And he combined the best elements of Lester Flatt, Clarence White, Doc Watson, monumental guitar players. He combined Jimmy Martin. He combined all of that into something that was truly his own. And now we are taking little bits of that and working that into our playing. And one of my favorite things that he did was his command of his upstrokes. And in lead playing, that gets talked about a lot, but in rhythm guitar playing, I feel like it kind of gets a little overlooked. So what I mean by that, and this will take a little bit of time to get into your playing, but not too much, but it's accenting your upstroke. And the best thing to start to do with that is to take a G chord and just a basic boom chuck rhythm, which a lot of us already know, with your alternating bass notes, G strum, B strum. So that's pretty common. We all do that. But now let's add an upstroke. I just like to add one at a time. That one, 2, 3, and all right, so now we want to isolate that upstroke, and we want to use that as our little punch, as our little kick inside of this rhythm flavor. So what I mean by that is, when you're accenting things, it really helps. You kind of want to start from a softer place. That way you have somewhere to go. And Tony Rice was a master of this. One of the most dynamic musicians, rhythmically lead playing, but rhythmically of all time. Just unbelievable. So what I would say is take that same rhythm pattern and I would soften it up a little bit. Maintain your intensity, but maybe a little softer on the volume. And then practice your upstroke a little harder, a little accented. 1, 2. And you can speed that up a little bit. A little closer to full speed. 1, 2, 3. All right, so out of context, that sounds a little lopsided to the upstroke, but that's okay. That's what you want to feel. You want to feel that upstroke coming through clean. You don't want to feel like you're going too far up either. You just want to make sure that's a nice controlled motion, but that's going to go really far. Once you start doing that, you start accenting that in with maybe a double downstroke kind of vibe. Because when you're using that dynamic scenario, that's gonna really, it's gonna make it less mushy. It's just gonna really sound nice and clean and clear, and that's what Tony's playing is all the time, you know. You'll also notice that even though you're accenting the upstroke, it's really important to make sure that your downstrokes and your bass notes are still strong too. So that can be your next challenge. You take your, that's why I love this exercise so much. You can accent every part of this rhythm, the bass notes, the downstroke, the upstroke. What if you focus on the bass notes and the upstroke? You still have one quick downstroke in there, but you're emphasizing just the bass notes and the upstroke. So now you hear that. That is quintessential bluegrass rhythm there, and you can speed that up and really hear the difference. So your first context, your first area you would add this to, really try and add these accented upstrokes to your vocal line, in between your vocal line landings. Right? Try and get those dynamic kicks in there. So that's my little teaser thing. The last thing I would add about that is you can improvise with those. You can end up doing multiple times with multiple upstrokes. I know that was a very common thing you would hear Tony do sometimes in a very big crescendo moment you would hear at the end of a line. So that's still built into that. So that's a good starting spot. Working on getting those upstrokes strong and nice and controlled. It's going to add a lot of kick. It's going to add a lot of spiciness to your rhythm. It's going to make people take notice. And now that we've got a little bit of time between today and March 6th, listen to some Tony Rice recordings. See if you can hear that upstroke in there. Check out Blue Ridge Cabin Home from the Bluegrass album band. First track on the first album. Check that upstroke out. Check some of those volume swells. You're going to really love it. It's going to sound great. And it's going to make all the other musicians you're playing with that much happier. So have fun with that. Going to be a lot more where that came from. We'll expand on that topic. But Luis, how are you today?
Cool. Thank you, Chris. You are awesome. I love you. Your playing is great. We are really excited to have you at the Bluegrass Camp, and I hope in the future you can come to Spain and be, not online, teaching at the campus.
Oh, I am so excited to come back. Ever since I was there with you in 2016, can you believe it's been that long?
Yeah.
I cannot wait to come back. I've been hungry.
I remember you playing in Astro Abbey, which doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yes. Oh,
in that place. Yeah, you played. I remember you playing there. It was fantastic.
Oh, you're so kind to say that. Well, we had a wonderful night. I still remember that, and I'm sorry to hear it's no longer there. But that was so fun. We played the concert. We had a little jam session. Oh, that was perfect. Everything was great. So we'll do that again.
Yeah, for sure. When this crazy thing is going to finish, for sure you have to come here, and then we are going to have fun and play. And another thing to question is if you are people, if you are on the Facebook thing, go to Chris Luquette Facebook page, because he's posting a really interesting thing about Tony Rice. As Chris mentioned, Tony was amazing guitar player. And I think all the details that Chris is explaining about, talking about the Tony Rice playing and in some albums, I think it's great. So thank you, Chris, because it's a great information.
Thank you, Luis. Yeah, that is on my personal Facebook page, so you'll probably see all of my other things there. But if you go back to January, what is this now is end of February 2021. So all throughout early January of 2021, you can just go on my Facebook page and you'll see that. And I just wanted to do that because there are so many great Tony Rice moments. It's hard to keep them all straight. And I just put on my headphones and close your eyes and listen and really break it apart. And it's unbelievable. Yeah,
yes,
and
as you mentioned, please on headphones, because it's is awesome. So okay, folks, we are really happy to have Chris. This is small teaser or promotion. And remember, if you want to support Festival Bluegrass in Spain, Al Ras, and the Barcelona Bluegrass Camp, we have several things to support. And we have the raffle with the artist works and some microphones from the new endorser. So please support us. And then we wait for you in 2 weeks at the Barcelona Bluegrass Camp. So thank you very much, Chris. Thank you, John Manuel and Jorge. And see you soon.
Gracias. See you soon.